Back now at Ford Field in downtown Detroit. We'll get back to it as we return to the action. And it comes to 4th and 2. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. It'll wind up a gain of 5 on 4th and 2.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He takes off, and he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. The motion man is Nacua. Here's Robinson, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Now, 1st and goal. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's either going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
3rd and goal for Jackson. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still 1 stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
Listen to this crowd. These guys need to stop on this 2-point conversion. Running for the tie. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion works. And we might be headed to overtime. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Lions going back to work, and you get a look at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. Drew was the offensive coordinator in Arizona the last 3 seasons before moving on to Detroit to take the OC job. This is 1st and 10. Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's 2nd down. So overtime is coming up, and why don't we give you a quick refresher of the rules. In an exhibition game like this, each team still guaranteed a possession, that we know, although any defensive score ends the ball game. Each team gets 2 timeouts, but a slight change from a regular season game. We're not handing out any ties here. These 2 teams are going to play on until we get a winner. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. On the return, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Great start to overtime, trying to put the pressure on early. One play, 1 first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Working across the field, he's got London. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he can't hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Drake London was the intended receiver there. It's second down. From the gun, Jackson. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
First and goal.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. To the air one more time with Jackson. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Jackson up top again. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, exactly the way you want to handle it when you get the ball to start overtime.
Absolutely, Mike. You want to strike first. You understand the defense is wearing down. It's been a long game. Now you are one stop away from getting out of here with a huge win.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. In trouble, and down he goes. Roquan Smith, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. He'll step up and run this. And he'll wind up getting halfway there. Not bad. A 1st down gain of 5 on the scramble.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner, he ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Allen on third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic first down.
New set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Allen now on 2nd down. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Touchdown or bust at this point in OT. And that helps the cause. They get a first down. Now whistles and a timeout. They'll be down to 1 remaining timeout here in overtime. Throw once more. Here's Allen. Now he'll run it. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout. And remember, you only get 2 timeouts in OT, so they'll be unable to stop it the rest of the way. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of it. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
2nd and goal.
Smart decision there on 1st and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. And they have done it. Matching touchdowns here in OT. And now they'll have a chance to win with a 2-point conversion.
Mike, what a game, but now what decision are they going to make? They find themselves down 1. I think this is a no-brainer. Ball on the 2-yard line. Dial up your best offensive play and go win this game now.
You had a feeling they might do this if they scored. The head coach says, let's end it here. They'll go for 2 and the win. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Allen. And he will get into the end zone. The call works, as they will indeed take the lead.
Falcons 21.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he will be stopped at the 25-yard line, so that's where this opening drive of the game will begin. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024 at quarterback, Josh Allen.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as a result of him being your quarterback.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Tough one to pick up here. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league. And really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. It's Burrow. To the outside, it's looked in by Chase.
Burrow's pass.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Atlanta.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. And I don't think it's going to be his last.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Burrow on the bootleg. To the right, that's Pitts. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
A gain of 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll run with Robinson. Ooh, well, now you see it, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. The motion man is Nakua. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee.
Still 4th down.
Falcons going to send out their new punter here in 2026, Jake Bailey. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yardage last season. Good here for the first down.
And at this point, Mike, it just becomes expected. You almost take it for granted that JSN is going to make these kind of plays. He found a new gear a season ago, going from a great receiver to the offensive player of the year. I mean, one of the best route runners in football, some of the best hands in football, and at the wide receiver position, that's a pretty good start.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So often the success or failure of the zone read really just comes down to the decision-making of the quarterback. And so oftentimes there's really no right decision to be made. I always used to hear our coaches tell Cam, if you're ever in doubt, give it. Let the running back take the punishment. Let the running back pick up the yards and save the pull read when you know it's there.
Jackson Smith-Njigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
This is a great example of why staying on schedule and ahead of the sticks is so critical. Because even after that big third down pickup, it's not enough for the first, and it brings up fourth down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big fourth down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
As the Falcons head back out on offense, you get a look at the defensive coordinator for Detroit, Kelvin Shepard. Shepard, good player, 8 seasons as a linebacker in the league before joining the Lions, and he's really moved up the coaching ranks now year 2 as their defensive coordinator. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The motion man is Nacua. A first down throw for Burrow. To the middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Ja'Marr Chase, Mike, when you look across the league, not only clearly one of the best wide receivers, I think for what it's worth, he's one of the best all-around players in the entire league. And what was a difficult season just a year ago for Cincinnati, the injury to Joe Burrow, some of the lineup changes, didn't really matter who was behind center. Ja'Marr Chase continues to be one of the top receivers in all football.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st down, Burrow. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of this. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up 3rd down.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and their running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This one from 49.
49-yard attempt.
Folk's kick is good. And the Falcons get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down on the 23-yard line. Lions going back to work, and you get a look at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. His guys trail here in the 1st half as they're going to focus now on trying to get some points on this upcoming drive. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Could not connect with Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. See what they have for 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
To throw again, it's Allen. He's got Laporta open on the left side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Again, it's Allen to the air. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
sets up fourth
And this
down.
offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of
Jack
third
Fox
down,
in
maintaining
punt
possession,
formation
making
for
the
the
defense
Lions.
stay on the field and have long extended drives. It is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone.
At their own
Bring it back
20-yard
out
line.
to the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Burrow. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Intended for
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Third down, they need 5. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Third and 5. Now, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the
A
45.
gain of 21 yards.
Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. And a
So, halftime straight ahead, and we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our studios in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we'll keep it brief because the scoring has been brief. Just one field goal as we play on 3-0. I was promised there'd be touchdowns, so let's find out if we could get one in the 3rd quarter. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number 1. What awaits us here in the 2nd half? He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 19 there. Good start to this third quarter.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. That's on the guard, Chris Lindstrom.
Still first down.
Now, Burrow. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again, 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And no room to be found. We'll get this back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Another run here for Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They bring Chase in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Lions have come up with the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Lions offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Allen goes with a pop pass. Oh, great job anticipating the play. Running it down for no gain.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
They'll come to the line for 3rd down and 5. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. And this time, the rush gets home. And down he goes. The big veteran, Cameron Hayward, in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. 2nd and long coming up. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Here's the Lions punt team now. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
At the 12-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Pitts is the man in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. Short throw taken by Pitts. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Going to be 1st down and 10. They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Gain of 17 to start the final quarter with a 1st down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
On is Bailey, and he sends it away. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Lions offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Laporta in motion. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down. That is Myles Garrett in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of a 1st down.
Gain of 11 yards.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
The Lions will punt this ball away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Now, fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Burrow to throw. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of it. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Robinson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Here comes 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Burrow unloads downfield looking for Nacua. And the Lions are going to take possession.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
So here's Allen and the offense. Down by a field goal. 2:15 to go. How costly of an interception will that prove to be? As the tide turns, it's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Allen. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18. the 12-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw. Smith-Njigba left side. He's got it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Allen working from the pistol. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
Give, and here comes Robinson. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
17-yard line.
On the ground, it's Robinson. Here's his third and final timeout for the Lions. It comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
So now the veteran, Nick Folk, with an important kick. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now it's the Lions' turn, trailing by 6. 26 seconds to go. How will this play out? We'll watch as they come up for first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escaping to his left. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
It is 2nd down and 5. From the gun, here is Allen. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs. And just as importantly, stop the clock.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league. But what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could and leads to a nice pickup.
On first down, Allen. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They didn't do a whole lot offensively, but they didn't need to. Defense star of the show here in this one as they go on to post the shutout. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from downtown Detroit. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons.
Led by head coach Kevin Stefanski. Here are your Atlanta Falcons.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go here in Atlanta. Now an opening past the 30. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He'll try to push forward and wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Terrific interior performer Jeffrey Simmons on the stop.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Well, no surprise that Bijan picks up that first down, and the Falcons offense continues to run through him, and for good reason. I mean, he might be one of the best all-around players in the league. Led the NFL in yards from scrimmage a season ago, and wouldn't be surprised to see him near the top again this year.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run. This is Tyler Goodson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
The motion man is Nakua. Now Burrow on the bootleg. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll run with Robinson. Bijan Robinson into the end zone for Atlanta. Touchdown for the Falcons.
What more can we say about Bijan Robinson? I mean, you see him in the open field, his ability to make guys miss, but then the ability to then turn and get the hard yards, make the tough runs. You know, he's as well-rounded a back as there is in the league, and certainly continues to be a huge force for this Falcons offense.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback Josh Allen.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the gun, throw here for Allen. This one caught by Chase. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tag.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll be 3rd down. They send Sutton in motion. On 3rd down, it's Allen. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Broncos.
First down, Denver.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Gibbs, and he'll get about 5.
Jahmyr Gibbs, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5. They bring Chase in motion. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. Nothing for a run after catch on that one. Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Third and 9. Allen gonna throw. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
What's his kick? Is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Throw across his body is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
(7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Pitts is the man in motion. Burrow here on second down. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he...
And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown.
You know, Mike, I think we all stand up here and we just marvel at the physical skills, the pick sixes, of course, the impact plays that they make week in and week out. But there's so much more going on when you have a player to this caliber. It's their ability to communicate with their teammates. It's the cerebral approach to the game of getting in and out of different coverage checks. They impact the game on every single snap, with or without making a play on the ball.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Broncos are on top. It's now 10-7.
Falcons 7. Will Lutz to
So
kick
now
off
after
for
the
the
touchdown,
Broncos.
Lutz going to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Yeah! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. Been a mixed bag so far. Very sharp looking on that opening drive for a touchdown. That pretty well was given right back with the pick 6 just a moment ago. Burrow now to throw on first down. Short throw taken by Pitts.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Come to the line for 2nd and 4. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, Falcons going to send out Jake Bailey to punt it away. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's complete. It's Jackson Smith in Jigba. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
17 yards.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. 1st and 10, and it's Allen. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey.
Adams pass complete to R.J. Harvey. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
See what they have for 2nd and 7. To throw again, it's Allen. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action now, and here's Allen. That's swung out to Harvey. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 13 yards to begin half number 2.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. A quick slant taken by Chase. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. RPO and the quick hit to Smith and Jigba.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Falcons' 40-yard line.
Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. The catch made there by Sutton. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. London brought in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. London brought in motion. Another run here for Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
At the Broncos' 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
By Nick Bonito. A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So now the veteran, Nick Folk, with an important kick. This to cut the deficit in half. And he has missed this one. No good. And the deficit will stay right where it is.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
And that play just really looked doomed from the start, didn't it? It didn't look like the timing. It didn't look like he was confident in his read. And that time he pulls it, nowhere really to go, and take him down for a loss.
On 3rd and a couple, here's Allen. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
And what a clutch throw here on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points. But at a bare minimum, milk the clock. Leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. And if you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these